Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's Patrick here at VectorVest, and today I've got an update on Coinbase that just released their DPO yesterday. I've got with me Jason, a fellow instructor here at VectorVest, and we're going to be taking a look at Coin after it released and after it started trading, what it's doing now, and our thoughts on how it can perform, what happened at the open, and really give you some insight on the whole Coinbase trade. So if you're ready to learn, make sure to click on that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on the notifications, and let's get into it. All right, so welcome back once again. I've got with me my fellow crypto connoisseur, Jason. Jason, you want to say hi to everybody out there?
Hey everyone, thanks for having me back, Patrick. I'm super excited to talk about Coinbase. I know we had the live stream yesterday, but it'll be interesting to see what your thoughts are on the first day of trading.
Yeah, it legitimately is now almost one full 24-hour period of live trading. So what I was hoping we could do today is first take a look at the chart on the little data that we have, get an idea from a technical perspective on what we can see, and then we can get some of your thoughts on the opening, what they did right, what they did wrong, and how that could potentially affect the price going forward from here. Sound good?
Absolutely.
Awesome. So starting off, taking a look at the chart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom out till the first initial trade that came in right about 125 yesterday in the afternoon. And as we can see, it opened up about 380, quickly ran up to that high of 430, and then dropped like a rock all the way to that low of 310. Now, that is definitely not what you want to see right out of the gate. Typically, when a stock comes out or first trades on the market, to see an explosive move, that shows that the stock has some potential, historically speaking at least. Typically, you want to see a double-digit gain right out of the gate. We definitely did not have that here yesterday. But one positive sign that we do see is it did level out right around the 330 range yesterday. And then we take a look at today's trading action. We can see we gapped up here at a high of about 350 where we opened at this morning. But pre-market was actually trading even higher than that. And then this level right here, about 336 a share, has really been a strong support resistance zone so far on the initial trading that we've seen. When we opened up at 350, we quickly retreated, retested that support at 336, bounced off of that once, bounced off of it twice, failed to do so with a third time, came tumbling back down below yesterday's closing price, hit a new low of 321, which is actually a pretty strong sign because we're hitting a higher low on an intraday basis than where the low was from yesterday. And lower high or higher lows tends to lead to higher highs. So that's definitely a strong sign that we see there. And then we bounced back up and then got inside this tight channel right between 336 and yesterday's closing price. We've tested that upper part that was support, now is acting as resistance. We've tested it 1, 2, 3, 4 times here so far, 5 times here so far, just today alone. And, you know, pretty light volume, especially for a brand new stock just coming out, a lot of hype around it. You know, cryptocurrencies have been huge. It's kind of surprising to see such light volume and sideways trading action on a day like today, especially with the markets being higher, enthusiasm in the markets. And typically when you see this consolidation, that shows some indecision behind investors right now. You know, it shows that people are taking a step back, not necessarily going gung-ho all into it. And they're just simply digesting the information, digesting the news, the hype around it to see whether or not that, you know, this stock has that potential to really break out, or if it starts coming back down and you know, maybe we're not at the floor, maybe people are waiting to see if they can get a better price. What are your thoughts on it, Jason?
So I think that one of the big problems that Coinbase had is that there were quite a few delays yesterday. First off, we heard that we would start getting quotes at 10:10 and then it would go live at 10:20. That is why we, elongated our live stream yesterday. Unfortunately, it didn't. And then we heard it would be trading at 3 o'clock, which seemed a little odd considering that market close was not too long after that, not giving it very much time, right? Now, the thing is that it started trading around like 125, 130. And for me personally, I thought that it was still going to come at 3 o'clock, right? So I was kind of caught a little off guard when it did go live. And I think that the delays and the time kind of killed a little bit of that hype. And the people who came back at 3 o'clock were getting in a little bit later. They saw that decline after the, initial right out of the gate climb. And then they were kind of hesitant. They were like, ooh, this is already dumped back down instead of going parabolic to the upside. Maybe I'll wait a little bit longer to get in, because if you take a look, I mean, we had a ton of volume yesterday, and then all of a sudden the bottom of that just kind of fell real hard. Now, we had a lot more volume yesterday, obviously, than we did today, but once we started coming down yesterday and once we hit that bottom, I think that that was when people were getting back into it. They had a bit of a realization of, hey, this is what the price should be. And we did see, like you said, a bit of a lower low yesterday, and we're going to be getting support. We had support at that 310 level, right? And you did see a bit more at the end yesterday. Now, this was also around that time that people were expecting it to go live. We hit that low at 305 yesterday, and then we started to go up from there. And then we have been trading kind of sideways for the vast majority of the time. And I think right now people are still just trying to feel out where they're comfortable. But I do think that the delays really hurt a lot of the hype around this stock. Now, on the other side, one of the things that I mentioned yesterday, how the Coinbase stock can help out crypto. Now, crypto today is actually up about 0.04 or zero point zero 0.02 trillion. It's up 1% in the last 24. Bitcoin kind of stagnating around that 63K mark. It's actually one of the only cryptocurrencies right now that is in the red on the 24. Everything else has recovered and is doing phenomenal today. And I think that regardless of how the stock does, I do think there is still a lot of upside potential. Like you said, higher lows equal higher highs. And I think that with people kind of feeling where the things are, it's going to get a little bit more traction. You've also got the people that didn't just, jump in right out of the gate, kind of feeling it. They're going to see a little bit of the upward momentum, and then they're going to decide, hey, this is when I'm going to jump in onto this. But I would be interested to see what the increase in Coinbase accounts created yesterday, what those numbers would be, because I can almost guarantee that they had an exponential growth in Coinbase accounts, because almost everyone was covering this DPO, right? And I think that for crypto in general, that this is going to be huge, because Coinbase is bringing those eyes onto the crypto market. And I think it's still going to be a very, very good buy. I personally bought mostly because I was going to, and I told the live stream yesterday that I would right out of the gate. So, I do hold some Coinbase, and I still think that the hype is there. I think that the problem is that it's going to take a little bit of time before some of these institutional investors, some of your bigger investors understand the space and feel this out.
Yeah, I agree. And that actually, brings me to a thought that I had, especially after the delays. One of the almost theories that I have behind it is part of the delay may, have been caused by institutions coming in and trying to buy up as much of the shares as they possibly could before it actually live traded. Um, which, the whole purpose of the direct public offering is that it goes live, anybody can have at it at that point. And after the delays, it felt more like a regular typical IPO that the big money's already in early and the retail gets a secondary offering essentially. Because there's no way, I think part of the hype got killed yesterday because you had expectations of 250 the night before. And then all
Right.
of a sudden it opens up at 380, almost 400 right out of the gate. If it opens up at 400 and goes all the way down to 310, the people that bought into that 250 price range that we were told was going to be, the opening price, the people that bought into that 250, sold it at 400 and rode it all the way down to 310 are sitting pretty right now in that trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's going to be interesting to see if that kind of deters, the retail guys from jumping on board quite yet, because something feels a little fishy with that, in my opinion, just from, trading for over 10 plus years now. It definitely seems a little off with the way it opened up. And I agree with you. I think it definitely killed the hype behind that initial trading that everybody was expecting in the morning.
Right. And like I said, I think that, as the day went, um, a lot of the people who did come back at 3 o'clock and just saw it bleeding down to the bottom, were a lot more hesitant. Now, I do think that as we get more data, maybe as we go like to the next 7 days, we're going to see a bit more of a better picture. Obviously, trying to analyze something off of just 24 hours of data for something brand new. This is the first real stock of its kind with, being a cryptocurrency exchange. So there is a lot of speculation around this, but I do think, from looking at everything chart wise, that we've probably seen the bottom that got tapped today, the bottom that got tapped yesterday. I think that those are going to be pretty good indicators. And I do think that we have seen a little bit of a settling around to like what the agreed price is here. Now, we did see a lot less volume, a little bit less volume today than we had yesterday. And I think that you're going to have a lot of people just holding. And it will be, like I said, I think after like a good seven days, we'll be able to see a lot better picture from a technical analysis standpoint.
I completely agree. Yeah, time is everything, and the more information or more data you have to analyze, the better of a prediction or, you know, plan you can put in place with that. Um, so last but not least, I want to get your thoughts. We've got a little bit of time before their next earnings come out. Let's say 335 is the price. By next earnings, you think it'll be higher or lower? Not
I
financial
think
advice, by the way.
definitely not financial advice, but I do think that it will be higher. I think that the amount of earnings that they put up in Q1 are going to be shattered in Q2. And I think that it's just going to go from there with the cryptocurrency space becoming as big as it is. And hitting mainstream adoption. I mean, you have so many people just becoming aware of this space. I think that this is going to be just very, very big for their earnings. It's going to increase their price overall. I think that it is going to be very huge. Not only that, but even there's some people that indicate that, we've been running in a golden bull market in crypto for too long now, and there's going to be a correction, but exchanges, even in a bear market, make money. So
True.
Coinbase is kind of poised to make money regardless of which way crypto goes, but I can't see crypto falling too soon just because it is getting that mainstream adoption now.
And for our viewers out there, any major news or any major stories that you're following that maybe they should, if they want to follow along with the Coinbase, that they should be keeping an eye on?
So Coinbase, there has been, news article after news article today talking about their newest stuff. But I think that one thing that a lot of people should keep on their radar if they're looking at Coinbase and or cryptocurrency is the new SEC head, Gary Gensler,
Yeah.
who actually taught cryptocurrency at MIT, very, very big in the cryptocurrency space and very knowledgeable. And there's going to be a lot of regulation coming into this space as it has kind of come to the forefront. There are a lot of gray areas. There's a lot of unknowns in the cryptocurrency space, and I think that it is going to see a very big push for governmental regulation. There's also the potential of carbon taxes on miners because of the energy that they use. So
Mm-hmm.
the cryptocurrency space has a lot of stuff to keep up with, and I will do my best to try to cover those as I can.
Well, awesome. Any final words for today?
No, I'm just looking forward to keeping up with Coin, and maybe me and you can do some more updates in the future on this if the viewers are interested. Let us know down in the comments if you guys want me and Patrick to continue to keep up with Coin.
Yeah, I would love to. We had a lot of fun on the stream yesterday. So I look forward to doing more of those streams, with Coin or maybe with other new IPOs that are coming out. Hopefully they can get out on time this time though.
Right, right. Yeah, for sure. So cool.
Awesome. Well, once again, everybody, this is Jason, our crypto connoisseur. My name is Patrick France, our mobile man and our extremely aggressive trader here at VectorVest. We hope you enjoyed today's comments, thoughts on this. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And on that, take care, be safe, and we'll see y'all on the moon.